Now, Israel is fighting a war on 3 of its 5 fronts. What began as a surprise attack by the Iran-backed Hamas has now evolved into a broader and a much more volatile war. And the fear of a bigger conflict is, of course, looming large. So Israel continues to bomb the Gaza Strip. It is bombing Lebanon in the north, and it is also trying to fight the Houthis in Yemen. Now, in the latest, the Israeli military claims to have dismantled a 3.5-kilometer long underground tunnel that it claims included several tunnel hideouts in Gaza's Khan Yunis. Moreover, reports say that the Israeli naval boats shelled parts of western Gaza city. So while Israel continues its bombing operations, this is the reality on the other side. There is a chronic shortage of food that has resulted in acute starvation of the Palestinians. And what is worse is that the humanitarian aid centers have also not been a safe zone. The United Nations has said that at least 875 Palestinians have been killed in various attacks by the Israelis who've been posted there, these humanitarian aid distribution sites. Now, these are some of the images of the starving, desperate Palestinians thronging a soup kitchen in Gaza City. They're waving the empty pots as they wait to receive some food. A global hunger monitor has said that an estimated 500,000 Palestinians in the Gaza Strip are facing starvation, as the Palestinian enclave confronts a critical risk of an all-out, full-blown famine by the end of September.
I come here from the very early morning. I come here from afar to get a soup kitchen meal. I don't want to eat, but let the small children eat. We have children. What is the fault of children aged 5 or 6 months? We have a 4-month-old child. What is his fault? What is his fault? He is 4 months old. Shame. Look at us with mercy.
Now, Israel continues with its bombing campaign in the Palestinian territory, even as ceasefire talks remain in their first phase after more than a week of talks. This despite mediators like Qatar stepping up their efforts to broker a truce between Israel and Hamas. Uncertainty, of course, looms over the efforts to bring the truce deal. Now, each side has been accusing the other of taking out positions that prevent a deal from being reached.
Discussions are ongoing. We cannot say that an agreement will be reached tomorrow, nor can we say that the negotiations will collapse tomorrow. This is something that can only be commented on in due time. For now, all parties remain engaged.
The Israeli jets have carried out a wave of airstrikes deep inside Lebanon. The Lebanese government claims that at least about 12 people have been killed in airstrikes in the northeastern part of the Bekaa Valley. IDF claims the strikes were aimed at stopping an elite Hezbollah unit, the Radwan force, from regrouping and rebuilding its strength. The Israeli military says that it targeted the military facilities belonging to the Radwan force, where operatives and weapon depots had been detected. Though its commanders were killed in 2024, Israel believes that the unit has since been operating to re-establish its capabilities. Now, Israel says that the weapons stored at the sites and Hezbollah's activity is a blatant violation of the understanding between Israel and Lebanon, and it poses a future threat to Israel. The Defense Minister Israel Katz called the strikes a clear message to Hezbollah and the Lebanese government, which is responsible for upholding the agreement. Now, on the third front, the Israelis are battling the Houthis from Yemen. Explosions have rocked the Israeli port city of Eilat following a sudden missile and drone attack allegedly launched by Iran-backed Houthis. The sirens blared and fireballs lit up the night sky as the Israeli air defenses attempt to intercept the incoming threats. The Houthi escalation marks a dangerous new front in the West Asia conflict, directly targeting Israeli territory from Gaza or Lebanon. So as the war rages on, Israel claims to have bombed the Syrian government forces around Sueda as they enter into the predominantly Druze city, following 2 days of deadly sectarian clashes. About 100 people have reportedly been killed since the fighting between the Druze militias and the Bedouin tribes started since Sunday. Though a ceasefire has been announced in the area, the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu said that he is committed to preventing harm to the Druze communities in Syria because of their deep ties to those living in Israel and the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.